Welcome to Strategy Battle Game. It's another GBHL YouTube video. We are here at the Desolation of Cumberbatch. It's your roving reporter, Damian O'Byrne, and I'm joined at the moment by David Reid. Woo! How you doing, David?
Doing fine.
Yep. It is the end of the tournament. Have you enjoyed yourself?
Yeah, really good. Been a really good weekend. Plenty of good games. Yeah.
Yeah?
Happy with it.
Happy with it? And you're, of course, one of the North of the Wall contingent.
Yeah.
The first, I believe, the first to be interviewed for such things. So how far have you come down?
Came from Falkirk in Scotland, which is roughly 4.5 hour drive. Depends on traffic, really.
And worth making the trips out?
Yeah, definitely. Try and get in as many as I can.
And you, of course, are the organiser of the Stirling tournaments now?
Yeah.
Cool. And when is that?
It's November the 22nd and 23rd.
Cool. So hopefully you'll get a fair few people coming out.
Yeah, hoping. We got 12 last year and there was a few came from down south, which was really good. So
groovy. So we're at the end of the tournament.
Yeah.
Let's keep this spoiler free.
Yeah, keep it.
What did you bring with you?
I brought Wood Elves.
Wood Elves, tournament winning Wood Elves.
Yeah, well, I haven't. They have won a tournament in the past in Scotland.
This army had won you a tournament before?
Won a doubles tournament a few years ago, back when Games Workshop used to run conflicts.
At 1,000 points?
No, it was back in the old Lord of the Rings days, so it was like 350 points, doubles.
Ah, cool.
Something like that.
So, do you want to talk us through your own?
Yeah, first of all, got Legolas, who's my general.
Legolas, always Legolas.
And he's leading 5 Mirkwood Guard, which are the ones that are upgraded to be hitting on 2s.
Yep.
He's leading a single Wood Elf with an Elven Blade, and 6 Wood Elves with Wood Elf Spear.
Cool.
Then
presumably Elf Cloak and Armour?
On Legolas, yeah, Elf Cloak and Armour.
Cool.
He's the general, so he has to be well protected for things. Second, we've got a Galadrim Stormcaller. He is leading 1 Galadrim Court Guard, 1 Wood Elf, 1 Elven Blades, Wood Elf Sentinel, who comes with an Elven Cloak as well, and both.
Sure.
3 more Mirkwood Guards, and 6 Spearmen.
Cool.
Then we've got Rummel.
There he is.
He's leading pretty similar warband to that. In fact, I think it's exact. No, it's not exactly the same, because he's got 2 Galadrim Court Guards instead of a Spearman.
Cool.
Yeah. And then we've got Ferrandro, who's got a Wood Elf with a banner.
Yeah, I remember.
He's got another Galadrim Court Guard. He's got another guy with a blade, 3 Mirkwood Rangers, 6. And then to round all that off, we've got Gandalf the Grey.
Gandalf the Grey. Cool. So what was the rationale behind the army? Why did you bring this?
Wood Elves, I've been playing the Wood Elves longer than I've been playing any other armies, so they're the one I'm sort of most comfortable playing with. And for 1,000 points, I've not used them yet this league season. Had a couple of tournaments away for them for Stockport and the first Mansfield one, so I wanted to get them in a tournament, and 1,000 points I can field plenty of Wood Elves. I can get another sort of toys like the spells. You got Galadrim Stormcaller, you got Ferrandro, and it's big enough that I can ally on a wizard. Yeah,
you've essentially got the 4 people, the 4 characters that people don't want to see.
Yeah, in an elf exactly. And then allied in with him as well, who's another character that people want to see. So
why the wizard? Why bring the wizard along?
It's a choice between another one of these warbands, so another Stormcaller, which gives me an extra Nature's Wrath, which is really nice, and just more guys, which is good for hold ground, high ground, stuff like that. But Gandalf brings me more, I think. Blue on blue, you need them, because the chance that you come up against another elf army that would just shoot this in the ground.
Strength 3, defense 3.
Yeah, it's not even just Wood Elves, there's like the prospect of playing against a Charles Sims style Watch the Karna Arad army, which is a nightmare with this, whereas you play Gandalf, you get the cast Blinding Light, stops that. Then he also brings...
Is cast Blinding Light the main appeal?
That was the main appeal, but Transfix as well. Transfix is really good for dealing with monsters, sort of characters that you don't want to fight. And then obviously Sorcerer's Blast, which just gives that little extra bit of hitting power. Means I could potentially knock over guys in 3 different places if I get 2 Nature's Wrath off in one go and then a blast. And you can knock off Wraiths off LB, stuff like that. So it's just so much better than an extra warband.
Yeah, it's must say it's nice to see when you have a good army that you haven't then dropped 2 Wood Elves and chucked Alfred in.
No, I'm not a fan of Alfred at all. Like, I think he's great in the game, but I'm on record on video. I'll go and say I'd never use Alfred unless I was using.
Wait! I need the honesty in your eyes for that.
That's what I'll say.
Okay, here we go.
You'll never see me using Alfred unless I decide to buy a Lake Town army, which, well, unless a lottery one comes up.
Never.
Never.
Never. That's the vow of a Scot.
That's on video, yeah, that's it.
And that's something you can't take lightly.
Can't take that back.
Cool. So that's the army. It makes a lot of sense. It's a very competitive build. How were your games? Obviously, 6 games. It's at the end. Highlights briefly, that sort of thing.
Yeah, 6 games. They're good. Started off with a really good game against yourself, Damon, which you're
very good.
That was really nice to get to play you because I've never played you before. So it was coming down. There's only a few people at the tournament that never played. You were probably the one that topped the list, the guys that I wanted to tick off and play. I was interested to see how the Ferals went.
Thank you very much, I appreciate that. Yeah, you said that you were interested to see how the army played.
About playing against the Ferals and what I would do. And I thought I can get a shooting advantage on them, can kill defence 5. And things went pretty well. I had a really good couple early rounds of shooting. And then you got into combat and had a sort of good round of combat, the very first one when you got in, and you swung it right back.
Yeah.
You had killed maybe 9 guys before combat, and then you quickly after that round, it was maybe 11 each or something like that.
And then the Nature's Wrath began.
And then the Nature's Wrath started. And that game was really close. Came down to, in the end, a dice down, which was a shame because
it was a real shame.
The game really deserved the conclusion.
From my point of view, I was thinking I've got a chance of winning this, but then actually when I looked at it, I barely scraped a draw, and I think you were more harmed by the dice down than I was.
Yeah, either way, I mean, it did. And if I got that one dice, as it ended on the draw, was both broken. You had no fate left in Saruman, but you still had full wounds.
Yeah.
You'd blasted the banner bearer.
I think I killed the banner bearer with like the penultimate roll,
which stopped me from getting those 2 points. And Legolas was totally untouched. So if it got to my shooting phase, I've got 2 might left on Legolas, 3 up, I win Saruman. But at the same time, it was more just about the hit fact. It was a really enjoyable game, and it's ended on a dice down, which is a shame. But it didn't really take anything away for the tournament. It was just would have been nice to get that concluded.
Very enjoyable couple of hours.
Second game, I then played Sam Page, which was really, really tough. Really tough game. Lovely looking army. Cool sort of like conversions in Scrimhammers and into the Warriors there, but really cool looking army, but so tough to play against with the defence 7.
Yeah.
It was domination.
Yeah. I think I've only played his Erebor army twice and he's beaten me both times.
Yeah.
That's nasty against the Ferals. Totally negates the Ferals.
It negates the Ferals advantage, so you're winding on 6s in combat.
Really tough.
We had Bjorn as well, and some Mirkwood Rangers. And I put a couple of guys on a couple of objectives, and then I kind of realised he was going to get at least 1, probably 2. My turns of shooting before combat, I think I killed 4 or 5 models, which isn't that bad going, but it was all in one. It was one really good turn of shooting. I killed 5 guys, and the other 3 I did 0 wounds. And the Mirkwood Rangers were great because he was able to hide them behind places and then just shoot me on 4s. Gandalf, I think. Yeah, Gandalf couldn't cast Blind Light because he had to try and deal with Angry Bear.
Cool.
An Angry Bear
big Angry Bear
smashed my general.
Yep.
And
that becomes priority 1 when you've got a giant bear.
In fact, he didn't kill Legolas, he put him down to 1 with no fate, and then Legolas just ran away. Not via a courage test, just actually me moving him. But I didn't kill many, and the game ended first couple of turns. I can't remember exactly how quickly it ended.
So that was
a loss, yeah. I did lose. I lost a couple of objectives that I had. Guys just ran away. Galadrim Courtyard, Courage 6, but they ran away. But it wouldn't have made a difference to the result, just VPs. So that was game 2. Game 3, I played against.
It would have been Hold Ground.
Yeah, it was Hold Ground. Mark Boylan, is that his name? Yeah.
He was ponies.
He was using Fawn's Company and ponies, which was.
And he won Best Army for that.
He won Best Army, yeah.
Very deservedly.
Very deservedly, conversions. Really cool looking. It's interesting to play against Fawn's Company. Hold Ground. He got everything on where he wanted it. He had to use a point of might, but apart from the master came on like over there or something, and the rest of the army came on here. And I had to sort of try and not let him get in at the centre.
Yeah.
So I set up a couple of wardbands archers either side, and then moved the rest of my combat troops along there.
Cool.
And he split the company up to go after the archers. Because you had Gandalf there, you had Legolas there.
Yeah, you can just stand off and shoot at him.
So I stood off and shot, and I think by the time we got into combat, there was only 3 ponies left. And it was Bilbo, Ori, and Bomber. So I
Did you feel bad for making him take his lovely models off the table? Not even a little bit. Not even a little
bit. I could feel to ask him before the start of the game which 3 guys do you want left on ponies. Probably wouldn't be saying Ori, Bomber, and Bilbo. but I done quite a bit of damage with the shooting, and then just held them off for ages. He got rid of, eventually he killed all of the archers in Ferrando that were there. He killed all of the archers and Legolas in general that were there. Gandalf was a nuisance and didn't die. He then jumped into this bit of terrain and just like, guys, the dwarves are not catching me. And then he eventually had to sort of go towards the centre where I had an entire army of elves with Stormcaller and we were all waiting for him. And he used all his might at that point. I'd killed a couple of the dwarves with shooting. No one super important, but just a few of the sort of minor ones, defence 5 guys. He got there in combat, but he didn't have any might, so Rumo killed, with help, Dwalin and his form. Real 6s, and I've got heroic strike.
Your fight 5 takes out a lot of them, everyone but Thorin, Dwalin.
It's Rumo, so he's fight 6, and I can heroic strike, and I wiped them out and then to the man.
Good game then?
Yeah, it's good fun. It's good. It's really interesting to play against it. Probably there's a few humorous highlights where like his lesser characters doing real damage. The Master of the Lake Town, who I'd kind of ignored, came on and then got near me. I charged him with 3 wood elves, killed 2 of them. I brought another couple of wood elves back, killed another 2. I think he killed 5 before eventually I had to charge Rummel into him.
Good to end the down the win though.
Good to end the day to win. At that point I needed it because I'd had the draw with yourself and then I'd got a big loss against Sam, so I wanted to get a win for that.
And then we went out.
Then we went out, it was good.
We went out,
yeah, for Curry. Which
probably not out, it's probably just out.
Just a little bit out.
Yeah,
more out on the Friday.
Yeah, absolutely, it was, indeed.
Out on the Friday and then
good fun, good curry, good times.
Good fun, good curry, good chat. Nice curry, it was good.
So today?
Today, I woke up feeling a little bit fresher today than I did on Saturday. And we had a bit of breakfast and then we came down here for game number 4.
Which was Reid? Not Reid.
Lords of Battle.
Lords of Battle.
And I played against GBHL Jamie. GBHL Jamie, who I have a terrible record against. Played him 4 times, lost every one.
Wow.
So I was hoping to get a win against Jamie, and I was fairly worried about the army that he'd brought.
Yeah, big Moria horde.
Double Wraith into a Lake. He can shut down Gandalf, he can shut down the Stormcaller, he can almost shut down Legolas.
Shut down a lot of stuff.
Everything, really. He's got a couple of Felwargs, so he totally outdeploys me.
Yeah.
I looked at it and I was like, I can't engage this army at all. Like, I can't go near it in combat, I can't fight it. I can't even really shoot it because it's got a Shadow Lord. So, unfortunately for Jamie, just danced around. I think he made a couple of mistakes early by not heroic marching towards me.
Sure.
He just gave me the free will to move around. Legolas put pressure into my Lake early, a couple of might points, took a wound off him. Well, not a wound, but a fate.
Yeah.
Then just kept moving round. Got the next fate off the dome. I got him off his horse with Sorcerer's Blast.
Cool.
Sorcerer's Blast with a warg into him. Took another fate point off him with Legolas. Eventually killed the Donald Lake with Ferrando. And I just moved around and picked up little wounds where I could. Like, took archers, they're hitting on 6s, but I can still chip goblins here and there, or go for wargs, they don't have fury. I got to a point where I'd kept them out of combat for about an hour and a half, and then I was winning. I don't know what I was winning by, but I was up by a reasonable amount of VPs because I'd got his Warg Marauder, I'd got his Dormer Lake for free. I got Gollum, Gollum kept killing else.
Gollum's good.
He charged 2, and I was backing him up by Galadriel Court Guards.
I had real trouble with
to get the extra fight value on him, and I had more attacks, and he still was winning the fight and killing else. I eventually killed him. Jamie's really unlucky, mind you, he rolled a lot of 1s and 2s for Gollum. But
that was David saying bye to people, he didn't just...
That was, I don't know, and then I just kept moving. So he caught one warband and he killed it pretty easily. Ferrando held things up for a little while, tried the Nature's Wrath. But even with the loss of that warband, I was up on VPs. And it wasn't a particularly great game. Like, it's a shame because I've usually had... All the games I've played, Jamie, and I've lost, I've really enjoyed. But if I'd played it for a fun way, it wouldn't have been that fun because I'd have got into combat with him and he would have just destroyed me. Whereas,
so did that end on time?
It ended on time. I think I won 26-16.
Cool.
I basically started in my deployment zone, moved, and then ended almost back in my deployment zone by moving around the table.
It's the circle of life.
It's a circle of life. But I got the win, and I broke Jamie's streak against me as well, which was good.
Always good to get one on the scoreboard. So 2 wins, draw and loss?
2 wins, draw and loss at that point. Then go into your good friend, I don't know if that's a compliment for you or not, Tom Harrison.
I'll be careful.
Yeah.
Good friend. Good. They're both tricky words. He's a lovely man. He's charming and handsome, and he literally comes up in every single video.
Yeah, well, that's another. Can tick that one off. I'd never played Tom until Stockport. Played him the last game at Stockport. Really good game with him then, and it was another one. Brilliant game. It was one I gave my favourite game vote to. Where I was recon. He had sort of Gondor Rohan army. Merry, Pippin, Behemoth, Denethor, Baragon.
Very fluffy. No
really
Erkin
fluffy.
brands.
No Erkin brands.
No chance. You would have thought.
He done really well with it. To get up
classic Harrison. He finished second.
He did finish second in the end.
Incredible.
Gandalf the White as well, which he's a lot of points for what he does. He could have easily taken Gandalf the Grey, but he went for a really fluffy army. It's nice. We fought. I done a bit of shooting, killed a few things with shooting. He had cast blend light on all his cavalry, so didn't even target them. Went for his Citadel Guard fight, defence 5. Killed quite a few before combat. He sent most of his mounted characters and Gandalf over for Rummel's warbands. They held up quite well actually. Fight 6 on the Gladron Court goes a long way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Didn't kill many that were that was there. I killed maybe a couple of Outriders or Rohan Warriors, something like that, but they held them up for a bit. Over on the other side, eventually got into combat and Nature's Wrath them and got a few guys through a wood. They managed to escape. So a few of them had escaped. Gandalf was being a bit of a problem for me with the Sorcerer's Blast, winded me on 4. But yeah, in the end, I got 3 off. I think he'd got 2, and then it was the very last turn of the game. I had a heroic march with Randall. He went off. He took another 2 with him, and then he absolutely agonisingly took one of them at 1 millimetre off the board. At the same time down there, Tom had got off, so that was me with 6 off. So he would have had 4.
Okay.
Took another 1 off that turn, and I tried to immobilise Faden. With Gandalf's last will. But earlier in the game, Tom had strengthened Faden as well. We Gandalf the White and gave him 1,
absolutely. And
he rolled that 6 to resist it. Faden got off, which meant he had 6 off, I had 6 off, and neither generals were touched, both were broken. So it was a 7-7 draw in recon.
It's another draw in recon.
Which,
quite hard to do.
Yeah, I think I was the only person that drew, other than obviously you and Tom who was playing, I was the only person that drew any games the entire weekend, but drawn in recon just
it's
almost unheard of. But it was a fantastic game, really good. Could have went a few ways. Obviously if I get the fade in one or I get that guy off, I win, but there was a few other swings in that during the games where Tom's maybe had a bit of bad luck.
So 2 wins, 2 draws and loss.
2 wins, 2 draws and loss.
Into the final game,
where I played the other half of the GBHL team, GBHL
James. You got the set.
Got the set, yeah. James, Rohan, now we can hear it. Shout it. Keep up. Rohan and Hold Ground, and James had just finished telling me during the break how Hold Ground is the toughest scenario for the Rohan.
He doesn't like it
because he has to commit a bit more by charging and not just shooting people. I set up some archers on the hill and everyone else sort of just off the hill.
That's what you would do.
He set up off the hill. He didn't go anywhere near it, but he was just out of charge range, so I'd set up 11 inches away from him. My first turn, I popped Gandalf up and mobilised his Gandalf just to make a couple of will off him. He used the will, resisted it, that's fine. I could have cast Blind Light at that point, but I wasn't too worried about it shooting. I'll probably lose a couple of wood elves from it, but unless he rolls really well, I shouldn't lose a lot. And it's more important to get the will off Gandalf. His first turn, he cast Blind Light with Gandalf. Then shooting phase, I'd done a bit of shooting, killed a few guys that weren't fast in late range. He done a bit of shooting back, didn't go very well at all, didn't kill anyone, but was a bit unlucky because he probably should have got a couple. Then turn 2, he totally went for it. Like, he got priority, put Gandalf up, Sorcerer's Blast down a line, like the line that I had on the hill, killed a couple, knocked down a few more. Then charged in with quite a few guys, so a couple of Sunzero, a couple of characters as well. Yeah, they can call like Hammer and that. And then I moved Ferrando 6 inches away from Gandalf, but within range of. Now, first of all, I immobilised Erkenbrand, so he had to. Well, he didn't have to, but he did use the will point on Erkenbrand, and that got rid of Erkenbrand's one will. And Nature's Raft, and it wasn't a big one. I got maybe like Erkenbrand and say 4 or 5 guys.
It's a big difference.
That's a big difference. It's 4 or 5 guys in his army. It's a couple of some arrow down.
One of the heroes.
One of the heroes. Stormcaller. I think it tried to do the same to Aemor and Eowyn, but it didn't cast. So first on the combat, I killed a few. First run, he killed a few as well, but we're both on the ground in a lot of combats because it's Sorcerer's Blast and my Nature's Wrath. Then the second turn, managed to mobilise Gandalf. After that, kind of kept Gandalf out of the game by mobilising him. Got another Nature's Wrath on for the Stormcaller to take out Aemor, Eowyn's horses. I don't think it was the turn after that, it would be like the third turn of combat. Just chipped away. He had a really good round of combat where he did kill quite a lot. Like it was not really fights on the hill, but it was just the one side of the hill. He killed loads, but I killed more.
I killed more.
Yeah, pretty much. Came down to I had one model off breaking him before the end of the last turn. I had another heroic move. I took Gandalf off his horse somehow. Don't know how, can't remember.
Just got it.
I think I killed it.
I
killed it and he failed the throw and rider test. That's what it was. I killed him in combat and he failed the throw and rider test. Last turn of combat, just put as many guys on the hill as could. James done the same. I called a heroic combat with my Stormcaller actually because he had a point of might left and no more Nature's Wrath. So he managed to kill a Warrior Rohan and get a few more guys on for me. Gandalf was fighting at 4 or 5 and I got wounded. I'd done 3 wounds on him, so he had 2 fate left at that point.
Cool.
The other thing I'd done earlier was I'd used 2 Legolas's might early on to kill a banner bearer in my first turn. I rolled a 4, but it was worth it.
Just to turn the fights.
Tons of fights, and he's got a banner, he's not. So in the end of that one, it ended up as a dice down, but it wasn't such a so like inconclusive as our game. Dice down when there was 2 combats left, but James was free away for breaking me. So even if he'd killed in both those combats, he couldn't break me.
So dice down, but wouldn't have affected the result.
Wouldn't have affected the result. I won.
It's a bit easier to live with.
22-7 or something like that.
22-7.
22-7.
Cool.
Yeah.
So good game.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, it's getting the second time I've played James. Enjoyed both the games as well.
So 3 wins, 2 draws and a loss.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
No, it's pretty good. I'd sort of aimed before to. I got 2 8th places at the last 2 tournaments, and because I don't attend one there just because of the distance.
Yeah, sure.
If I wanted to do well in the league, I was hoping for a top 5. That's the sort of aim. I'd have been happy with 8th again because it was 18, so at least that's the top half.
And did you get top 5?
I did better in top 5. I got one of these.
A certificate.
A certificate.
For
some of that. Finishing
for third place.
Third place, yes.
Amazing result. Woo!
My first podium at a GBHL event. So
cool.
Over than that.
Sign of things to come for us.
Well, hopefully, yeah.
Very well done for that. So overall,
and also very well done here for the things that you've picked up.
For the things that I've picked up.
I don't know whether that's a spoiler or not. But
I don't think it's a spoiler.
Is it not a spoiler?
Well, I don't know if it's a spoiler. I won. Woo!
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you very much and thanks for the game. It was brilliant. So, overall, good weekend?
Yeah, good weekend. Socially, really good. Nice to stay in the hotel where, like...
There's quite a lot of us.
There's 10 of us out of the 18 staying in that hotel, shared a room with Kieran, and yeah, it was good. So, social, really good weekend from a social point of view. A couple, like, going out on the Friday, Curry on the Saturday, great, and then some really good games.
Cracking weekend.
Played a few guys I'd never played before, never played you, never played Mark, and then got a few games with people I had played, but obviously it's not like I get a chance to play them on a weekly basis, so it's always nice to come down and get the games in.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, and thanks massively to Slayer Gaming for putting on a great weekend.
Yeah, they did.
We hope we'll see you at some more tournaments soon. And of course we'll be seeing you at yours in November.
We'll definitely be seeing me at mine in November the 22nd, 23rd. Hopefully we'll be seeing a few of the guys that are listening as well.
Cool.
Any Scottish players that are out there, get yourself to Stirling. Anybody that wants to take a trip up, more than welcome.
Brilliant stuff. So, thanks for talking to us. Don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe. Support your hobby.
Happy strategy battle gaming.